Hello and welcome into Kensington Valley Ice House. We are here for week 6 of Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns and the final week of the regular season. A lot riding on this week. Marin Klein here, joined alongside Ryan Radosevich, and we have a good matchup coming your way. Team Slater versus Team Miller, two teams coming off big wins, and one team looking to keep an undefeated streak alive.
Yeah, Team Slater, 5-0, a clean record on the season. They've been tested. It's been close, but they've gone unblemished through 5 weeks. Here we are in the last week of regular season. We're looking to see if they will go 6-0, but they got a worthy opponent. Team Miller, they started off 0-3. Now they got 2 wins in a row. They got momentum, and when these two teams met up back in week 3, it was a very narrow 5-4 victory for Team Slater. So last two times when these teams played, very close, and Team Miller's on the up. Team Slater still 5-0. So I'd say we got a good one on our hands for game 1 of week 6 of Young Guns. We'll see.
And Team Slater had another close one last week, winning 5-4 against Team Sherry. And Team Miller, again, like you mentioned, they were 0-3, had a big first win, and then came out with a dominating 4-1 performance against Team Poza. So they are going to be looking to come out with that momentum again, and they have quite the opponent to do it against. A lot of excitement here. Again, like we said, this is the final week of the regular season. Team Slater is going to be looking to stay up in that top spot in the seeding. Team Miller at 3rd right now, but another win definitely wouldn't hurt them, especially seeing how game 2 of tonight pans out against Team Sherry and Team Poza. But definitely some good hockey coming your way. Just a few moments here. Remember, we had the earlier start time, and we'll have a bit of a longer pause today in between our games, so that second game won't be starting until about 8:45, but going to have a full 60 minutes of Hockey U coming for both. Now we're going to get ready to send it down, and here are our starting lineups. And we are just moments away from puck drop here for this game between the undefeated Team Slater, and Team Miller coming up on the rise 2-3 right now with 2 back-to-back wins. And now we're going to get ready to hear the starting lineups.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns. Week number 6, final week of our regular season tonight. Team Miller in the black jerseys on the home bench, taking on Team Slater in the gold sweaters on the visitors bench. Let's start with your home team, Miller.
Starting off with the home team, Team Miller. Left wing, Christian Taransky. Center, 27, Cade Dowd. And Eric Van Alstine. On the right wing on defense, it's going to be 13, Cameron Alvarado, and 12, Steve Cattell. Richard Laporte, the only goaltender here tonight for Team Miller.
And for Team Slater, the 5-0 undefeated squad. Checking it at left wing, we got number 26, Gage Maxfield. At center, number 16, Teddy Donahue. And checking in, starting the game on right wing, we got number 19, Alex Gorslin. Defenders, number 17, Andon Harwood. And the right defense, Blake Dawson. Between the posts, we've got none other than number 29, Charlie Nebus. Getting the start between the pipes for Team Slater.
And Team Slater starting that high-scoring top line. Gage Maxfield, one of the top scorers in the Young Guns group. Has 12 total points, just behind Nathan Leege for Team Sherry. So we are underway here for Game 1. Final week of Young Guns. That puck's wrapped around the boards, currently in Team Miller's zone. It's going to be taken out by Team Slater. Gorslin pass across to Donahue, and Donahue just tips that one in. And we have an early goal here in the first 30 seconds of play. Nice play up the ice. Alex Gorslin to Teddy Donahue. Team Slater up 1-0.
And this top line for Team Slater picking up where they left off last week. Teddy Donahue had 2 goals, 1 assist. Gorslin had 2 assists. Maxfield had 1 goal. And just like that into this one, it's Donahue combined with Gorslin. Donahue getting the goal. And it's a 1-0 lead for Team Slater.
Team Miller winning the faceoff at center ice. Trying to find a response to this dominant Team Slater squad. Puck tied up in the corner. Donahue trying to kick it loose. Puck gets left out into open ice and picked up by Donahue, the goal scorer. He'll get that puck up to Gage Maxfield. Here comes Maxfield looking for the shot, and that one saved by Richard Laporte. Team Slater keeping it in their zone. Fired in by Blake Dawson. Wait for a puck on the boards. Wilkerson trying to send that one out. He will have to go back to chase. Landon Wilkerson pushing the puck up the ice, sending that one up. Gets hit off the pads of Andon Harwood. And a fight for it on the blue line, and that will be called offsides.
Team Slater, a team that you don't want to give them the first goal of the game. When they score the first goal of the game, they turn out to be winners most of the games than not, so they get the fresh start. But we always see quick goals in both Young Guns and the Junior Prospects Michigan Elite Hockey League. And even though a team goes up quickly, gets the first goal quickly, it's not over. It's never over. There's a lot of comebacks that I'm sure we'll talk about it in this one. But sure, Team Slater getting out to a good start, but it's anybody's game, and I would expect Team Miller to respond.
Definitely still plenty of time left in this one after that goal, just 30 seconds in. A lot of time for Team Miller to capitalize, but right now, puck in control by Team Slater. Team Miller trying to work on that forecheck, get it back. Picked up by Aiden Herrera. Herrera's going to send that one forward. Alvarado picking it up on the red line for Team Miller. Alvarado having to fight off defenders. He's able to keep that puck. Van Alstine coming to help. Van Alstine across to Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli trying to push that puck up the ice. He'll enter into the zone, send that one back behind the net. Charlie Nebus in goal for Team Slater. Good job by Yee to keep that puck in the zone. But Slater still in control. Back in their defensive zone, Giroux Send that puck up for Herrera. Herrera sending across for Jaden Boomauer. Boomauer flipping that puck out of the zone. And Alvarado there at the red line to retrieve it. Sends it back for Cafatelli. Cafatelli pushing it back up the ice once again. Cafatelli fighting off defenders. Sending that one right up in front of the net. Deflected out and just keeping it in at the blue line was Steve Cattell.
And you may have heard a new name at Jackson Cafatelli, number 22 for Team Miller. Plays for the Oakland Junior Grizzlies, and he's stepping in as a sub for this week.
Nice block there from Andrew Seeding. Team Miller has an opportunity to go the other way. That puck is going to be sent the length of the ice. Nebus will play it out of the net. And brought the other way by Blake Dawson. Dawson racing down the ice. He's just going to lose that one, leaving it behind for Gaber. Team Miller gets that puck back in their defensive zone. Going forward, DePonio fires that one in, goes wide. No one there for Team Miller. Team Slayer trying to bring it back. Dillon stops it in the neutral zone. Anthony DePonio going to fight for it. He'll keep control of that puck, pushes it forward for Cade Dowd. Dowd picks it back up. Dawson sending that one over to Jacob Sinkowitz. Puck gets sent back to Nebus, picked up by Dawson. Dawson with a pass off the boards. Up for Braden Hillebrand. Hillebrand to Maxfield. Maxfield in the slot, tried to get it back to Hillebrand for the tip, and shot goes just wide. Gorsland keeps it in. Picked up behind the net was Griffin McLeish. McLeish fighting off Maxfield. Maxfield able just to poke that one forward for Gorsland. Team Miller's able to hit it out, but only to the red line where it's picked up by Harwood and sent right back in. Gorsland firing a shot and flashing the leather there. Richard Laporte snags that one out of the air.
And once again, this top line in Maxfield, Donahue, and Gorsland, they are a hard force to stop in this league, leading their team to a 5-0 record currently. Gage Maxfield, number 26, who didn't pick up an assist on the first goal, rather. He's second in the league with 5 goals, 8 assists, and 12 points overall. And with that goal, Donahue now has 10 points on the league. Gorsland with another assist. It's just a tough line to really shut down in this league.
That puck hit up into the netting, so we'll take that face off right back on the left circle. 5 minutes away in this first period. Team Slater up 1-0 thanks to that top line, and Teddy Donahue able to poke the puck in. Everett Bozak trying to leave that one behind for his teammate. Harwood finds it the blue line. Harwood fires in a nice shot. Good eyes there from Richard Laporte.
Laporte's got to be sharp right off the draw to keep his team in this one, and he is. Sure, the first goal went it against him, but really tough play. There's nothing he could do there as he was sliding to his side against a man that was wide open in front of the net, tapping it back door, but he's been looking sharp.
Bozak firing a shot right off the faceoff, and Laporte once again snagging that one out of the air. On his toes after that first goal coming early from Team Slater. He's been on point.
Richard Laporto on point. Are you going for a little stretch there? No, I read too far into that.
I think you thought just a little too much about that one.
Nah, I did.
Here comes Team Miller. Wilkerson sending that one around the boards. Big hit there. Saw a lot of big hits last week in the Young Guns between all 4 teams. The aggression starting to come out as we get closer to the playoffs. Teams want to win.
It was getting chippy last week. A little bit of some dangerous hits as well. Luckily, it seemed like everybody came out of the game unscathed, but there were some emotions definitely in week 5, and now it's the last week of regular season. We'll see what happens.
Siding trying to enter in the zone. He'll get tripped up. Andon Harwood getting his stick out in front of him. Good defensive play. Seeding just lost his footing. That puck sent Alvarado in high slot. He'll send that one back for Van Alstine. Van Alstine behind the net, battling with Harwood. Alvarado keeps it in just on the blue line, fires in a shot, goes wide, picked up by Cafatelli. Cafatelli with some nice stick work there, able to get a shot off through defenders. Nebus is able to poke it away. First puck Nebus has really seen on him all night. Team Slater is able to clear it out just to the red line, and Cafatelli with another shot there, just tipped off the glove of Nebus, goes above his head. Cattell firing that one up into the netting, so we'll take a stoppage. But Team Miller starting to get some more offensive momentum. Fire a few. Charlie Nebus hadn't really seen any shots on net until that one coming in from Cuffatelli with some nice stick work from the young man. And Team Miller's going to be looking to just chip away at time and spend more time in the offensive zone, but lost that face-off. And here comes Team Slater. Aiden Herrera racing down the ice. Loses that puck, is able to regain control, send it around the boards. McLeish had a stick on it just for a moment. Now here comes Team Miller. Cattell racing down the ice. Nebus playing it out of his net just to poke it away. Cattell tried to go for the wraparound before Nebus was at the post, but that shot just went wide. Now Anthony DePonio trying to shovel that one in. A perfect rebound opportunity, but only Team Slater there. Clearing that puck into the neutral zone. Cattell trying to send it back in. Dawson is there. We'll send that one deep into Team Miller's zone. McLeish retrieves. McLeish to DePonio. DePonio with a nice pass to Cade Dowd, breaking down the ice. Dowd, pass across, shot there coming from Cooper. Dylan goes just wide. Nice passing there, though, from Team Miller. Pass gets out in front of Cameron Lippard. He will have to go fight for that one with McLeish in the corner. Dowd to McLeish. Donahue finds it in the corner, gets that one just through the legs of Dylan, but Dylan's able to regain control. Anthony DePonio breaking down the ice now. No one behind him to help him out. He'll dump that one into the zone and go off for a change. Van Alstine faking out Donahue. Mikey Yee trying to send that pass for Van Alstine, who had a nice opportunity, but Herrera's there to intercept it. Puck gets sent up. Wilkerson picking it up in the neutral zone. Yee lost that puck off the boards. Now here comes Team Slater the other way. Donahue trying to break into the zone. A good poke check there coming from Wilkerson. Team Miller is able to send it back down into Team Slater's zone and get some fresh skaters on. Shot sent down to Nebus. He'll save off the pads. He wraps that one around the boards. Gorsling's there to pick it up. Gorsling sends the puck into the neutral zone. A nice pass coming from Donahue up to Maxfield. Maxfield trying to beat Alvarado. Those two go into the corner to fight for it. Maxfield couldn't get a shot off. Puck to Donahue. Donahue with an opportunity saved off the pads of Laporte. Alvarado picks it up. Maxfield takes it away. Maxfield. Pass up intended, but Tyranski's there for Team Miller. He's trying to find Giroux. Giroux will get it there and wrap that one around the boards. Donahue and Yee going to chase after it in the corner. Puck gets just past him. Donahue's able to get a stick on it for a moment. Some back and forth ping-ponging there of the puck, but now here comes Gorsling. Gorsling fires a shot, goes wide into the back of the netting. Donahue sending the puck up. That puck just tips off the post going into the netting. Some quick play.
Give some credit to number 43 in gold, Trevor Ulmer. Two big keep-ins there. That last keep-in is the reason why that shot just rang off the post as he travels off the ice. Some good pressure here from Slater. Team Miller, they got to get out of their zone. They got to get out of it quick.
10:30 to go. And 30 to go in this game. Cuffatelli breaking into the ice. Cuffatelli sending it up to Alvarado. Alvarado from the blue line fires a shot, goes wide. Trying to hit it out. Was Boomauer. He couldn't. Stays in. Team Slater working to get that one out. Alvarado, once again, he's been a monster in the neutral zone, able to get that puck. That puck fired deep into Team Slater's zone. Team Miller still fighting to get some more shots off. Cuffatelli with the puck on the blue line. Takes his time trying to fight off Ethan Halley. Team Slater able to regain that control. Boomauer breaking into the zone and just a little bit in front of it. Gets called back for offsides. And if you heard the name Anthony DePonio earlier, that is actually Andrew Yang. Also 25, but just borrowing DePonio's jersey for the night. So Andrew Yang, number 25 for Team Miller. .9:30 to go in the first period. Team Slater up by 1.
Wow, we had our first goal 27 seconds into this one, but teams have really settled down. It hasn't been high-flying offense. It's been kind of teams understanding how they're going to play, but we'll see once we get past this halfway point. Ooh,
We're going to have a tripping call there as Lippert at the puck taken away from him and got a stick by Dowd. So Cameron Lippert going to have to head off to the bench, and Team Miller getting something they could very much use right now, a man advantage to try to tie this one back up.
this comes at a good time, too. Team Slater rather dominating the first half of this one. And now Team Miller with the first power play call of the game. A good chance to tie this game up on the man advantage.
Right off the face-off there, some chaos in front of Nebus. He's able to cover up the puck. Team Slater winning that face-off on the penalty kill, racing down the ice. Gage Maxfield firing in a shot. Rebound opportunity there. Dangerous puck is still loose and just poked in. Andon Harwood gets the goal. Poking that one just past Laporte, and a shorthanded goal comes for Team Slater, and they take a 2-0 lead. Absolute chaos in front of the net. Multiple shots coming in, and Harwood was just able to poke that one past Richard Laporte.
Gage Maxfield with his speed on the far side crashes the net, and it's a very risky move for the rest of the team to crash the net as well, shorthanded, but two other players, Donahue and Harwood, both crash the net. The puck is still loose, and Harwood's able to take that loose puck and send it into the back of the net shorthanded. So now Andon Harwood with 2 points, a goal and an assist already in this game.
Team Miller still on the power play, now looking just to get their first in the night. Going down 2-0. Buffatelli on the circle. Nice stick handling there. He will keep control of it instead of taking a shot. Yang fires one in. That one saved by Nevis, and it's going to get cleared the length of the ice by Team Slater. A minute to go in the power play for Team Miller, and all that's come out of it is a shorthanded goal for Team Slater.
Not ideal if you're Team Miller.
Definitely not. Cuffatelli getting over the blue line, fighting off Ulmer. Cuffatelli still with the puck. Cuffatelli sending it back to Yang. Yang trying to get that one to Andrew Seating in the slot. Seating just couldn't get it. He'll have to go pick it up on the circle, bring it back around behind the net. Pass behind to Yang. Yang sending it into the slot. Alvarado trying to fire that one in. Saved by Nebus. Christian Tyransky trying to get that one in the slot. 10 seconds left in the power play, and Team Slater coming the other way.
Gosh, there were so many close passes that could have gone over that maybe just tipped out of the way or just couldn't be collected by the team. They had their chances on some great cross-ice passes, just couldn't get anything good on net.
So that power play expired for Team Miller, and not only does Team Slater get the penalty kill, but they get another goal on top of it as that puck just trickled in wide of Nebus's net. Team Slater coming back the other way. Gaber, big hit from Dowd. Gaber goes flying into the boards, and we're going to have a penalty there. We mentioned some chippiness coming and saw it right there. Big hit up along the boards, and now, after they had a chance on the man advantage, Team Slater with the 2-0 lead will get it. Looks like Gaber, when he went down, bit of a piece of his skate broke.
It looks like his blade is, popped out as he's going to need some help to get out of this one. Nearest door is at mid-ice, so not too easy when you're only on a one skate blade. Oh, looks like, referee's going to decide to pop it in instead. What a nice guy.
Referee just doing the job right there. Would have had to get all the way across the ice on one skate. Wouldn't have been easy, so Gaber's going to get his skate blade in. And, big hit there to have your whole blade knocked off, and Cade Dowd's going to go sit for Team Miller, and once Gaber gets his blade back onto his skate, Team Slater already up 2-0 will get a power play opportunity with 6:44 to go.
Lippert's going to give it a shot. A little bit of a pit crew ice change here. Looks like he popped it in and we're ready to go. Look at that. Wasn't as fast as NASCAR, but hey, we'll take it. First power play advantage for Team Slater, and they're already up 2-0 in the first period. We'll see if they could add on the man advantage.
Team Slater starting off the power play. Herrera on the left circle, and he'll find the top corner of the net. Aiden Herrera right to start off the power play, just 9 seconds in, will put Team Slater up 3-0. And it looks like Gaber's skate blade came right back off in those 9 seconds. So his teammates will help him on the bench while he'll get that problem solved. I guess Lippert didn't do a good enough job getting that one in.
Very unorthodox power play goal celebration is now being tugged to the line. I love this. Absolutely love it. You got everything here in Michigan Elite Hockey. So finally getting to the benches, Gabor. But a 3-0 lead from Team Slater. A dream start for them, but these matchups between this team exactly has gone 5-4. So I expect it to be close, to slow down a little bit, and for Team Miller to get back into this one.
Team Miller has spent a good amount of time in the offensive zone, but not really getting any quality shots and opportunities in on Nebus. But here might be one as Cooper Dillon breaks in, but he's going to have to go through multiple defenders. He can't do it. And it looks like Hillebrand got the tip in off Herrera's original shot. So Braden Hillebrand getting credit with that goal. Herrera with the assist and a great shot from him. Good job by Hillebrand to get his stick up there and just deflect that one into the top corner of the net. And after Team Miller got into the offensive zone, puck's being completely controlled right now by Team Slater.
And Gabor picking up the secondary assist on that goal. So even without a skate blade, able to produce for his squad.
Looks like Lippert's over there on the bench helping him again. Maybe this time you'll get it in a bit more snug. If not, just 5:30 to go in this first period. You'll have a little more time to hopefully get that resolved for him. Gaber's been playing very well on the ice as Gorsland sends that one into Donahue. And Donahue, goal number 2 of the night, goes across the net and sinks that one behind Laporte. Team Slater up 4-0 in the first period.
Top line making it look too easy right now for Team Slater. Second time Gorsland has gone to Donahue for a goal. This one looking even prettier than the first. Gorsland, a beautiful pass. Probably the last second and the best possible time to make that pass to Donahue because the goalie was coming out towards Donahue at that point. And right when Donahue got it was right when the goalie couldn't reach it. And he was able to get to the far side and pot it in. So now a 4-0 lead for the team in gold.
And Team Slater right back on the attack in the offensive zone. Dawson to Bozak. They're tied up in the corner. Dawson comes away with it. Dawson looking for that pass, gets it up to Harwood. Harwood wrapping it right back around the boards. No one there but Alvarado. He's going to try to clear it out of the zone. And he just will, but taken right back at the red line. Harwood gets it. Harwood with a bad turnover to Tyransky. Tyransky had an opportunity, sends that one wide behind the net. Boomauer just keeping hold of that puck. Sends it back for his defenseman, Harwood. Pushing the puck forward, trying to get it to Halley. Halley misses it. Cattell will pick it up behind his own net. Cattell with a nice pass through the legs of his defenders to Tyransky, but players getting tangled up there in the neutral zone, and somehow in that chaos, Cattell comes out of it, gets a shot, sends it to Nebus, and Nebus is just going to make the save off his foot and get his glove down on it.
And there we go. Charlie Nebus, his name we haven't said often, but he's able to make a save there. And if you're Team Miller, you're down 4-0. This is going to be an uphill battle. They've only got 5 forward subs and 3 defenseman subs. And being down this early, man, you're going to have to dig deep and give it your all. It's going to be a very heavy breath night once you get back to the bench and skating on the ice. But I think Team Miller's got the skill to at least claw their way back in this one. They need the next goal. I think they really do need the next goal, and we'll see what happens from there.
Ulmer trying to get that one out of the zone. Getting tangled up with Yee, and now here comes an opportunity for Team Miller. Dowd trying to get that one in the slot to Yee. He'll lose it. Hillebrand scored in the last goal. Sends it to Lippert. Lippert fires a shot, and stretching to make that save with the glove was Laporte. That would have been a great look for Lippert, and Laporte's just able to get that extra length on him to make the save.
Lippert express mailed that one into the top corner of the net, but Laporte says no way, makes the save with the snatcher.
Ulmer sends that one in. It's blocked by McLeish. Team Miller started 3-0, hasn't lost a game in the last 2 weeks, now trying to claw their way back into this one. Still a lot of time left in this game, but Team Slater has certainly made a commanding start. 4-0, 3 minutes to go in the first. Yee getting tangled up in the back. Players losing the puck there for a minute. Van Alstine trying to come away with it. Puck will get sent to McLeish. McLeish will have to fight off Hillebrand. Hillebrand just scooches that one up to Lippert. Sinkowitz flipping it over his defender, going to chase after it in the corner behind the net. He's to fight off Dowd. Players going down. Sinkowitz able to come back with it, and a shot sent, but it looks like we're going to get a tripping call there. So we will have power play number 3 of the night. Think that one's getting called on Sinkowitz. So Team Miller getting another opportunity on the power play, their last power play. Team Slater scored a shorthanded goal. So Team Miller's going to look to try to find a little bit more to capitalize off on this man advantage.
And I like that effort from Sinkowitz, even though he pulls the tripping, a little bit accidental there. He was the only one in the zone. His whole other team was going off in a change, so he was just trying to fight 1-on-4, trying to just keep it in the zone and get something. Unfortunately, it results in a tripping call, but Team Miller, an excellent opportunity to get one on the board here. They need one on the board, and this is the time to do it.
Alvarado just keeping that one in with his skate, sends it past to Andrew Seating. Seating back to Alvarado. That shot sent across for Dylan. Dylan sends that one up to Wilkerson. He can't keep it in the zone, has to go chase after it. Maxfield was hot on his trail. Donahue fighting Seating. And Wilkerson gets it back. And Donahue just able to beat Alvarado, get that puck. They're fighting for it in the neutral zone. Tyranski trying to send that one across to Dylan. Intercepted by Team Slater. Now an opportunity for Gage Maxfield. Maxfield's going to try to send that one into the top corner. Just goes a bit above the net there, but Team Slater keeping control of the puck on the penalty kill once again. 1 minute to go in the power play. Dawson, big hit there on Dawson. Going to have a penalty there. That was a dangerous hit coming from Team Miller. Hopefully Dawson okay as he's getting up there. Dawson definitely in some pain there. That was a very, very dangerous hit, but good that he was able to get up and skate off on his own means.
Gosh, what a tough kid, though, to take a hit like that, and you can tell he's in pain, but he's like, let me just get to the bench, let me take a deep breath, get some water, and we'll assess it from there. But, gosh, hockey is a tough, tough sport. You got to be a little bit crazy in my mind to play hockey because it is high-flying, high-action. You never know what's going to happen, but good to see him get up off the ice, and probably is going to leave a bruise in some part of his body, but good to see him get off on his own power.
Looks like the official going over to talk to our scorekeepers, either helping them with the player. Wasn't ministered as a major. Not sure if we really do majors here at Michigan Elite Hockey. Not something we've really seen, but we haven't really seen many hits like that. Normally that's quite the dangerous hit, but now we will have some 4v4 hockey as Wilkerson has to go sit. So about, oh, it was actually upgraded to a 5-minute.
Okay, that's what the referee was going over to say.
About 40 seconds to go in 4v4, and then Team Slater will get a nice chunk of time on the man advantage, but it looks like we're going to have another tripping call there.
Oh, my goodness.
Called on Team Slater. So we're just losing players left and right here. It was a soft trip. It was a bit of a weak trip. Looked like player on Team Miller, believe it was Jackson Cafatelli. Looked like it might have been a little bit of a flop. Not sure, but it was definitely a soft hit. But we're going to have a tripping call. So lot to look at on the board right now. A lot of penalties going on. Going to spend a lot of time with players down. Going to be a while till we're back to some 5v5. But right now we got 4v3. Team Miller with the advantage.
The first 4v3 we've seen all season long in Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns. So we'll see how these players do with the open ice and how they do with 3 defensemen on for Team Slater.
Definitely a lot of open ice as that shot goes in. Nebus blocking it. Cattell keeps it in the zone. Cattell firing another shot, saved by Nebus. 4 seconds to go. In the penalty, one of the penalties.
Yes, Sinkwitz is out. He traded for Donahue.
So now we're back to 4v4. Patel firing in a shot. That one saved. Ulmer picking it up in the corner. He's going to clear that one the length of the ice. Laporte will play it out of his net. About a minute to go in Bozak's penalty. 20 seconds to go in the period. Donahue losing that one at center ice. Van Alstine coming in for one last attempt in this first period. 12 seconds to go. Nice pass across and a goal there, just bouncing off the pipes, but it finds the back of the net. Griffin McLeish puts Team Miller up and gives them their first goal of the game. 7 seconds on the clock. We have 4-1 game, a 4v4 hockey, and Griffin McLeish will get it done for Team Miller, giving them their first.
And that's a huge goal there. I said they needed the next goal in this game, and they get a great pass there from Eric Van Alstine on the power play to find McLeish backdoor, rifles it off the post and in. That's a huge first goal for Team Miller.
So Team Miller will be able to save that first period and at least have 1 goal. A lot of chaos, a lot of goals. 5 goals already in the first 20 minutes. Team Slater leading 4-1. Still 4v4. We'll have 40 seconds when we come back of 4v4 hockey. And then Team Slater will have about just a little bit over 2 minutes. Or excuse me, just a little bit, yeah, over 2 minutes. I did that math correctly. We're journalism majors. Got to give us a bit of a break there on that one. On the penalty after that, big major.
First major we've seen in Young Guns and Junior Prospects Michigan Elite Hockey there as well.
And I think that one definitely warranted as a major. I was a bit
Rightfully
shocked
so.
at first when I saw the 2 minutes that wasn't a major, because that was a dangerous hit on the boards. His head was down. That's everything that's going to constitute a major. And again, luckily Blake Dawson was able to get up, skate away, and seems like he's doing okay over on the bench. But not the penalty you want to take if you're Team Miller. And we talked about aggression starting to come out as we get in to the final weeks, as Gaber's also back on the ice now, finally got that skate blade fixed, and he's able to play again. Definitely missed some action. But definitely we'll have an interesting 40 minutes left in this one.
Oh yeah, definitely an interesting 40, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in these next 40 minutes, because that was the biggest or the most amount of penalties we've seen called in a period by far. We saw 3 tripping calls, a roughing call, and then that body checking major. I mean, I don't want to say like these players are, going out for each other and really try to get these penalties or anything. Some of them are accidental trips, obviously, but we have seen the Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns get a little more chippy and get a little more emotion in their game. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to, nothing crazy is going to come from it, but it's interesting to see the most penalties called in the first period by far. Maybe it's just the reffing. Maybe it's the last week of regular season. The players are getting chippy, but we got 40 minutes to go. We'll see.
Yeah, 3 tripping minors, a roughing minor, and the body checking major on Landon Wilkerson, as we are underway now for the second. Still 4v4 between these two teams. Hallie trying to entering the zone there. That puck gets sent back. Herrera's going to pick it up. About 25 seconds to go in Bozak's penalty. Donahue keeping hold of the puck in his team zone. Sends it across to Boomauer. Boomauer trying to get the cross ice pass to Hallie. Picked up by Cuffatelli. Nice poke check there from Andon Harwood. Boomauer trying to break up the ice in that one. He has it picked off by Van Alstine, as now we have a full normal man advantage. No more 4v4, no more 4v3. 2:30 left on this power play for Team Slater, and they'll get called off sides right there and have to go back onto the dot.
Lucky that one was called offsides there because that would have been a 2-on-1 for Team Slater. Fresh onto the man advantage. If you're wondering why we've had 4-on-3s, 4-on-4s, there were multiple penalties overlapping each other, and we had a 5-minute major in between. So now it's just 2 minutes and 27 seconds of Team Slater on that 5-minute major power play. Half of it's already gone, but we'll see if they can add to the lead. But right before the period ended, a huge goal from Team Miller just to get that one. That one was needed with 7 seconds to go, coming off of Griffin McLeish's stick.
Especially giving you some good momentum. It's hard to go into the second period down 4-0, so just having that one goal on the board is going to try to give you a little bit more momentum. But right now, their biggest priority is going to be to kill off this penalty without Team Slater getting any more in the net. Ulmer with it on the blue line. Fires that one in wide. Goes around. Alvarado couldn't keep a hold of it. Laporte's going to have to make the diving save there as that puck was just on the outside of his net, but players were coming in. Good move by Laporte. 1:50 to go in the power play for Team Slater.
And sure, Laporte's let in 4 goals. He's played a good game. Don't let that fool you. He's been playing a very good game. It's just been Team Slater, and their offense has been all over Team Miller in the first 20 minutes. And now they got another 1:50 of man advantage. It's going to be the save show here from Laporte.
That puck sent in for Donahue. He won't take the shot. Hold on to it. Donahue with the puck once more, trying to fight off Alvarado. That puck will get cleared. Ulmer picking it up the other end of the ice for Team Slater. 1:20 remaining in their power play. Picked back up by Team Miller, and here comes Griffin McLeish going in, and a hit by Ulmer. It looked like it had force on it, but it was a fairly soft hit, but just getting tripped up was McLeish. Maxfield entering in. Keeping control of the puck. Sends a pass over to Ulmer. Ulmer firing a shot, and Donahue tried to get the tip. Donahue with a pass behind the back, and just a lot of skaters there, no clean shots off. Ulmer getting a shot. Laporte saved off his foot. Buffatelli getting that one behind the net. Pass up to McLeish. McLeish trying to clear that one out of the zone. Ulmer's there at the blue line to keep it in. Donahue trying to go for the hat trick. He couldn't get a clean shot off. 30 seconds to go in the power play for Team Slater. Maxfield from the blue line. That one blocked by Yang. Maxfield tries again. That one saved by Laporte. Another shot coming in there from Giroux. And now Team Miller getting a chance. But looks like just called offsides there as they were trying to break in on the penalty kill. 16 seconds to go in the power play for Team Slater. So far been a good penalty kill for Team Miller. Luckily for them, a lot of this 5-minute major was chipped away by different penalties happening at once. We had a lot of 4v4 hockey, some 4v3. So Team Miller had a lot of time to make sure that 5-minute major wasn't all 5v3 for Team Slater.
And luckily for Team Miller, Team Slater had many advantages right in front of the net on that last offensive look. The puck was just bouncing all over the place. Nobody could really settle down. Nobody could really get a good shot off.
We had a big hit there on the board, but a clean one from Halley on Cattell.
Another offsides.
Another offsides there from Miller entering the zone. Back to full strength, so had a lot of time on man advantages and teams down, but now everyone's back to 5v5. 4 minutes away in the second.
So I'm pretty sure the only official tally on a man advantage or disadvantage has been the shorthanded goal from Slater, if we could try to sift through everything that just happened there at the end of the first and the start of the second.
The goal coming from Team Miller's, that one saved by Laporte. The goal from McLeish was on a 4v4, so still an even strength goal. In the middle of the chaos, McLeish was able to get that one in the last 7 seconds. So yes, the only power play goal we have seen wasn't a power play goal. It was a shorthanded goal from Andon Harwood.
Actually, if I can recall correctly, Braden Hillebrand's the third goal of the game for Team Slater was actually on the man advantage. So excuse me on that, little bit of a correction. There's been a shorthanded and a power play goal so far.
You are correct. That one happened in the first 9 seconds of the power play there. So it was a short power play. We forgot about it a little bit. That power play started and ended quite quickly as Laporte's going to get another save there. And Team Slater continuing to fire at the start of this second period, trying not to let Team Miller get any momentum off the goal they had at the end of the first. McLeish, aforementioned goal scorer and the lone goal scorer for Team Miller with the puck, taking his time, fighting off Lippert.
Now we're back to 5-on-5. It's been a long time since we've been back to 5-on-5. Let's see if Team Miller really gets back into this one.
Here comes Seating trying to get that one in. Has it taken away by Harwood, but a good poke there coming from Tyransky. Players are going to fight for it. Oh, and a great job there from Cuffatelli, just trying to keep that one in. Dillon couldn't, but he'll come right back into the zone there and lose it once again. Gaber trying to get his skate out and hit that one right back into Team Miller's zone.
Number 22, Jackson Cuffatelli for Team Miller. He's just a sub for this week, but he's been a very valuable sub. It's weird. He's a defender, but we've seen him all over the ice for Team Miller.
Team Miller fighting in the corner, trying to get the puck out of their zone. Puck out into neutral ice, but Lippert and Herrera there to pick it back up. Herrera, little too much juice on that pass. Intended for Hillebrand. He'll have to go back into the corner to retrieve it. Sinkowitz firing that one into center ice. Gorsling trying to get it away from Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli's able to break forward. Cuffatelli with a nice move to get past Herrera, but he'll lose the puck there. Aiden Herrera picking it up. Herrera with a cross ice pass to Gorsling. Gorsling trying to get that one in control, and he just lost it. Donahue keeping it in. Donahue from the circle looking for the hat trick. That one just goes flying up and right into the glove of Laporte. An easy save for him. 14:08 to go in the second.
So Teddy Donahue came into this game with 5 goals and 4 assists. Tied for 4th most points in the Young Guns League. Now he's got 2 goals added to that. So 11 points on the season for the young man.
That puck sent down the length of the ice will be called for icing and go right back into Team Miller's zone. They tried to get that clear.
And we're nearing the halfway point of this one. And if you're new to Michigan Elite Hockey, we're glad you're joining us here. We rock 3 periods of 20 minutes hockey, but in between the second period around the 10-minute mark, we'll take a breather, refresh the ice, and have a little bit of a halftime here, if you will.
Alvarado trying to push the puck out of his zone. He'll lose it to Alex Gorsland. Gage Maxfield trying to fire that one in, saved off the chest of Laporte.
You do not want to give Gage Maxfield that much open ice. Good save there by Laporte.
Tell sending the puck up for Yee. Yee across to Van Alstine coming into the zone with speed. Van Alstine a pass behind him to Yang. Yang just sent that puck wide. Picked up by Herrera. Herrera having to fight off Dowd. Struggling, will send that puck up. Alvarado's there to keep it in, avoiding Donahue. Puck getting sent out, and Cuffatelli just couldn't get a stick on it to keep it in. Cuffatelli being chased down by Ethan Halley.
Ooh.
Big hit there on open ice. Players going down left and right, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty called there. So about 4 minutes of 5v5 hockey, and now we're going to go back.
Looks like Steve Cattell picking up a roughing call, and I'm not sure if you had this referee before. It seems a little different because usually we have some rather clean games, and even though some chippiness does happen, we usually don't have many calls. But this referee, he wants to control the game a little bit more, make sure everybody stays safe, so a penalty called.
Cuffatelli with the puck on the blue line. Back to McLeish. McLeish firing a shot. That one blocked by Anton Harwood. Wrapped around the boards. Turansky gets it along the dasher. Yee goes down trying to fight off Ulmer. That puck gets wrapped around. McLeish keeps it in at the blue line. Dowd to Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli on the circle. Fighting off defenders. Puck up to Tyranski. Tyranski firing a shot. That one blocked, and there for the rebound opportunity. I'll have to see. It was either Cade Dowd or Yee. I couldn't quite see who got their stick on that to tap it in, but nonetheless, Team Miller's trying to chip away at Team Slater's lead. 2 of the last goals coming from Team Miller. It's a 4-2 game.
There we go. Team Miller capitalizing on the man advantage. It was 4-0 for Team Slater. Now here comes Team Miller crawling back into this one ever so surely.
Team Miller goal scored by number 47, Mikey Yee, assisted by number
Yee
45,
getting
Christian Tyranski.
the goal on that off Tyranski shot. Couldn't see if it was him or Dowd. They were both right there in the corner. Couldn't see which stick it was, but Mikey Yee getting that goal for Team Miller, and Cooper Dillon trying to go once more. Hallie's going to hit that one the length of the ice. We'll have an icing call there. So 11:30 to go in the second, and Team Miller with the last 2 goals and the only goal in the second period.
And I have to correct myself. I did say Steve Cattell got that roughing call. It was not Steve Cattell, it was Ethan Hallie. I'm sorry, I don't want to false accuse somebody of a roughing call, so I take that one back. And because of that, hey, Team Miller gets to go on the power play.
Puck wrapped around the net. Team Slater able to come away with it. Puck getting sent up to Maxfield, and he'll just lose it. Bounced off his stick. Yang will send it back to Cattell. Cattell across to Alvarado. Alvarado up to Dillon. Dillon up to Seating. Seating losing that one, and Gorsling's there to get it. Gorsling with the cross ice pass to Maxfield. Maxfield using that speed to get in front of Alvarado. Slows it down. Sends a pass across to Gorsling, and Gorsling goes for the one-timer. That one just goes wide.
Not sure what that knocked off of, but I think Laporte got a touch on it, and oh my God, what a big save if he did.
I think it went just off the glove of Laporte, and a huge save as we're going to head in. Excuse me, no, not yet. To our break, we're at 10:46. Yet about one more face-off for these teams before we'll take a break to re-ice. Team Miller coming away with the face-off. A goal here before the break could be huge. Yee pushes that one forward. Nevis plays it out of the net. Picked right back up by Dowd. Dowd to Yang. Yang tried to send that one back to Dowd. He'll have it poked away from him in the slot, but he'll pick it back up right in the corner. Dowd across to Wilkerson. That one goes off the boards and out into the neutral zone. Wilkerson will have to chase. Cuffatelli entering back into the zone. Cuffatelli, Yee try to get the poke in there. That one goes wide.
He looking for a second, and he was not far off there.
Cuffatelli with the puck behind the net, fighting off defenders. That one will get sent out to open ice. Pushed up the ice by Boomauer. Dowd brings it back in for Team Miller. That one poked away by Sinkowitz. Dowd and Sinkowitz going to fight for it. Puck held up there in the corner, and it looks like the ref will stop it there, call that puck dead. With 9:44 to go in the second, we're going to step aside. Team Slater up 4-2, but Team Miller starting to come back and chip away at that lead. When we come back from our break, Ryan will be down on the ice with Alex Gorsline, so make sure to stay tuned for that. You're watching Michigan Elite Hockey. And welcome back in. We are here past break as we just watched Charlie Nebus fall over the bench. And now John Ward in the net for Team Slater. Team Slater with a 4-2 lead, but Team Miller has the last 2 goals as we're underway here in the second half of the second period. Team Slater winning that puck. Arwood wraps that one around. Van Alstein's there to pick it up. Christian Taransky entering the zone. He goes down into the boards hard, hit by Dawson. Harwood sending it back for Hillebrand. Pass intended for Lippert goes past him into the stick of Steve Cattell. Alvarado tips it up for Tyransky. He'll lose it to Dawson. Alvarado to Seating. Seating firing that one just off the post. Maxfield pushes it forward for Gorsland. Gorsland back to Maxfield. Maxfield with a shot and the sliding save made by Richard Laporte.
Big save there by Laporte, coming on top of his crease and meeting the shot with his blocker. Nice save.
Alvarado getting tangled up there with Herrera. Some shoving after the puck leaves Alvarado's stick. Maxfield trying to send it forward. He gets sent right back to him in his defensive zone, but he'll push it forward for Donahue. Donahue to Gorsling. Donahue gets tripped up on his own skate. Gorsling fires that one, goes wide, and the puck gets left out. Here's a breakaway opportunity for Yang, and a great defensive play there from Herrera to get up in front of him. And here comes Gorsland. Gorsland just loses that one in his stick on the blue line. Player's going to fight for it. Donahue coming away with it just briefly. Poked out by Cuffatelli. Gage Maxfield going to chase. Maxfield wrapping that around for Giroux. Shot coming from McLeish goes off the stick of John Ward, now in the net. And up into the netting.
And Gage Maxfield, the top line left wing, played a little bit of defense there, so even though he would love to stay on top of the ice, on top of the forward line, hey, you notice an open gap in your defense, you're going to fill it. That's just some good heads-up play there.
Giroux with the puck. Sends it up to Boomauer. That one lost behind the net. Here comes Team Miller. Giroux, cross to Herrera. Herrera taking it himself, sends it back for Bozak. Bozak losing that one to Tyransky. Tyransky clearing it. Bozak from his knees. Keeps a hold of that puck, gets the pass to Ethan Halley. Halley taking the puck for himself. He'll lose that one, just poked away by Tyransky. Griffin McLeish entering into the zone for Team Miller. McLeish losing that puck in the corner. Halley comes away with it. He's going to send long ice pass up. But Seating coming in, and it looks like just called offsides there as he tried to enter into the zone.
Welcome into the game. Number 30 for Team Slater, in between the pipes, John Ward. Charlie Nebus's day is done. He's had a heck of a week and a half. Last week he played all game, and Team Slater was able to pick up a huge 5-4 win over Team Sherry. Very close game, but snapping that one into the trapper there is Ward.
Ward makes that save, and Richard Laporte, the only goaltender here for Team Miller, getting the full 60 minutes. Already seen a lot of action today. Surely we'll continue seeing it in the next half of this one. Team Miller winning that face-off. Puck gets hit off of Gaber, goes flying for a second, but Team Miller still able to almost come away with it. Hillebrand sends it out of the zone, hits off Gaber's skate. Hillebrand's going to have to claw his way to get that one out. A good fight from him. Gaber gets a puck on the circle, just couldn't get his stick on it. Going to be poked away by Cattell. Cattell coming up the ice now. Cattell looking for that pass. He'll find it to Seating, and they'll just get behind him.
Good coverage by Lippert on the back door, completely locking up Seating.
Yang couldn't get his stick on that puck to keep it in will get sent down the length of the ice. Laporte sending it into the neutral zone for Van Alstine on the red line. Van Alstine to Yang, and Yang has that one poked away by Hillebrand. Hillebrand to Gorsline. Gorsline looking to get the pass to Hillebrand, just a little bit out in front of him. Van Alstine slowing it down as he enters the zone, wraps it around the boards, intended for Yang. Yang gets there before Sinkowitz, but no one there but Gorsline. Gorsline goes down hard on the boards. Hillebrand clears it. 5 minutes to go in the second. That one will get called back for icing.
Team Slater in the gold unis jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the first. And then Team Miller with the last 2 goals in this one. And the hugest goal of the game coming with 7 seconds remaining in that first period. That was when Team Miller were able to crack the ice for themselves. Now they've got just a 2-goal deficit, but it's been a really, really close game throughout this whole entire affair. It was slanted early in favor of Team Slater getting those 4 goals, but it's been very back and forth ever since.
Dawson with the puck behind the net. Lose it for a second, picked back up by Maxfield. Maxfield sending it back to Dawson. Dawson trying to get past Alvarado. He can't. Dowd pushes it forward for Tyranski. Tyranski firing a shot, and Donahue gets his stick there in time to block it. And right in front of the net is Dowd again. He tries to scoop that one in, saved by Ward. Team Slater trying to bring out the other way. Haven't cleared the zone yet. Harwood gets that puck. He'll send it up the length of the ice for Gage Maxfield. It gets out in front of him. Alvarado beats him to the puck. Donahue going for the hat trick, and Alvarado is just able to get a stick in there and poke it away.
Great poke check from Alvarado.
Pass off the boards goes behind for Tyranski. Tyranski sends a no-look pass over to Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli will lose it to Donahue.
Uh-oh.
Donahue pushing up the ice. A lot of open ice and no defenders there for Team Miller. Dawson back to Donahue. Donahue looking for the hat trick, and Maxfield there to get the rebound off Donahue's shot. Beautiful passing like clockwork, and big hugs there for Team Slaters. They go up 5-2 with 3:45 to go in the second.
Donahue getting his 3rd point of the night with that assist. And that's just Team Miller caught in a change there. They were changing their defenseman, even a forward going off in a change, and that's what sprung that 3-on-0. You don't see many 3-on-0s, and Team Slater playing it right, just passing back and forth, waiting for the open lane, and Maxfield was the last man there to pass to, and he got the open shot because of it.
Donahue trying to go in there for the hat trick, and a good job by Maxfield to be ready as that puck deflected off the pad of Richard Laporte, and he was able just to poke it in behind. Great setup there as they had 3 players up the ice and no one from Team Miller there to stop them.
Dawson picking up the secondary assist. I'm giving the primary there to Donahue, even though it wasn't announced. So Maxfield assisted by Donahue and Dawson.
Donahue had the shot, not the pass.
Yes.
But, yeah, still help all 3 of them contributing to that goal. Wilkerson setting the pass back to McLeish. McLeish just couldn't get a stick on it. It's going to get sent up, but kept in on the blue line by Cattell. McLeish fighting off Herrera. Herrera, smaller player, but a lot of speed on him and some great skating as that puck is left right out in front of Ward, and what a great defensive play there to just scoot the puck away. Giroux got himself on top of him from his knees, was able to just scoot the puck away and out of danger from his goaltender. Van Alstine looking to come up the ice, leaves it behind for Wilkerson. Wilkerson fires a shot. That one saved off the pads of Ward. Hillebrand with the puck behind the net. Sends it up and kept in on the blue line. Cuffatelli with it. Cuffatelli trying to fire that one in. Puck loose out in front, and Ulmer's able to get a stick on it and bring it down the other way. 2 minutes to go in the second. Ulmer trying to send that pass across to Lippert, but it's picked up by Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli trying to send the pass to Yang, poked away by Sinkowitz. Puck out into open ice. Alvarado and Gaber going to fight for it. Alvarado wins that battle. Here comes Team Miller. Seeding entering into the zone. Sends that one around the boards. Hillebrand's able to poke it away. Puck left out in the slot. Alvarado takes a shot, saved off the blocker of Ward. Lippert trying to clear that one. It gets sent back, wrapped around the boards. No one from Team Miller there. They get some fresh skaters on the ice, and Ulmer going to clear that one the length of the ice. No icing call. Alvarado picks it up behind the back of his net. A minute to play in the second.
Alvarado taking you back to that last offensive possession for Team Miller. A great chance. That puck was just sitting in the high slot, waiting for somebody to shoot it home. Alvarado wants that one back for sure, but hey, it looks like that will be, yes, that will be called.
Tripping call there on Team Slater. That will be our 4th tripping call today. Had 2 roughing calls, now 4 tripping calls, and 1 body checking major. So a lot of sticks getting to the skates there. Players just getting a little frustrated there. Some of them accidental, some of them a little bit more on purpose, but called for a trip nonetheless. And now Team Miller going to get an opportunity to answer back to that goal from Maxfield and go on the power play. And right off that faceoff, here comes Gage Maxfield. You know what this team can do on the penalty kill. Ooh. And Maxfield will bury it in the back of the net. 9 seconds into Team Miller's power play. We saw Team Slater score a goal 9 seconds into their own power play. And guess what? They can do it on the penalty kill too.
The special teams has been all in favor of Team Slater. Now 2 short-handed goals. Maybe if you're Team Slater, you want to throw yourself down a man advantage because that's the second time they've gotten one in down a man. Gage Maxfield going nearly 200 feet, showing off the wheels and beating Laporte 5-0. Now a 6-2 lead.
Oh, a dangerous opportunity there for Cooper Dillon, and a good job by Harwood just to poke that one away. And Maxfield once again has open ice. He'll send that one across for Donahue. Both players now looking for the hat trick.
And Gage Maxfield, who wasn't on the score sheet coming into the second half of the game, now with 2 goals already.
Cattell with an opportunity. That one blocked by Dawson. Puck getting sent out into the neutral zone, and Gage Maxfield's the only player there. Laporte's going to try to go out to meet him, but we'll see what Maxfield can do. Oh, and the clock expires. Time was ticking down. Maxfield wasn't able to get a shot off. That has to be he saw him hang his head there. A little frustrating on that one as you try to race down the ice to get the hat trick. Would have been a golden opportunity, but you do have 2 goals in the second period alone. Team Slater up 6-2. Team Miller has a lot of work to do in these final 20 minutes, and Team Slater not slowing down.
The clock runs out on Gage Maxfield. Wow. For his hat trick bid there. Just about 1 second more on the clock and he would have got off cleanly, but even though he did get that shot off, Laporte would have saved it either way if there was extra seconds on the clock. So we got third period come up. Team Slater, although it looks like Team Miller was coming back into this one, cutting that lead down to 2. Team Slater building that lead once more to 4 goals. So now it's 6-2 for the undefeated squad, looking to go through the regular season unblemished is Chris Slater's squad, who at the end of that period did say, shoot the puck, as like, you know, a regular fan would say, but no, he was right. 1 second left on the clock and the breakaway there for Maxfield. He did need to shoot it just a little bit early, but hey, time runs out on him, but I don't think he's too pressed about that one. His team is up 4. He's got 2 goals already. That top line for Team Slater putting in the work, and they're looking, they're staring down the barrel of a 6-0 regular season here in Michigan League Hockey Young Guns.
And a reminder on that one, that would have been his second shorthanded goal because Team Miller still on the power play as that face-off going to get called back.
2 shorthanded goals on 1 power play is a crazy stat that does not be said often.
I don't know if that's something anyone's ever said. That would be a lot to go look through, but that's definitely rare indeed. As now Team Miller still on the man advantage, 50 seconds to go, firing. Bozak's going to clear that one all the way down the ice. Laporte behind the net. We'll just leave it behind for Landon Wilkerson. He'll pick it up and bring it back down for Team Miller. Wilkerson with a long pass up the ice to Yee. Yee trying to find Taransky. Herrera is there, and it's going to be cleared just out to the red line this time. Picked back up by Wilkerson, but Wilkerson loses it. Here comes Jane Boomauer, and Boomauer firing a shot. That one saved by Laporte, but Bozak keeping it in on the blue line. Sending it back. Herrera with it on the red line. He'll clear that one in. 10 seconds to go. And it looks like another penalty killed off for Team Slater. Another shorthanded goal to add to that as well. Team Miller not able to get anything done on the man advantage so far in this one. Back to 5v5. Yee tried to break into the zone there. Taransky picks it up. Taken away by Hillebrand. Hillebrand to Boomauer. Boomauer using those long legs to skate forward. He'll send that one above the head of Laporte. Puck will go all the way back to Trevor Ulmer. Ulmer sending it to Gaber in the slot. Herrera goes for the shot. That one blocked off the skate of Cuffatelli. Now Cuffatelli coming in. Andrew Yang firing from the circle. That one saved into the chest of Ward. Puck out in front. Ulmer picks it up. Ulmer sends a long pass down the ice. Van Alstine retrieving it back in his own zone. Bring the puck in, Griffin McLeish. McLeish loses it just on the blue line, but Dowd's there to pick it back up. Dowd to Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli through the legs of Lippert, entering into the zone. Still with the puck, goes for the shot, and he'll get that one, and he has the celly to prove it. Chaos there in the stick handling. Coming from Jackson Cuffatelli, goes all the way down the ice and scores. Team Miller makes it a 6-3 game in the first 3 minutes of the third.
Jesus, Jackson Cuffatelli. The stick handling, that's insane how quickly and how easily it looks for him to flip it from backhand to forehand, weaving his weight through his left and his right side of his body, getting around defenders and putting it home, making it look so silky smooth. That's a big goal for Team Miller.
McLeish and Van Alstine picking up the assist on Cuffatelli's goal. Cuffatelli getting that all the way almost back to the far blue line and taking it all the way through, going through defenders and sing that one in, and took a knee for the celly.
Rightfully so. What a goal, what a celly. Well deserved for the young man.
We don't get to see too many cellies here. See so many goals, the cellies kind of wind down a little bit. And his first day in Michigan Elite Hockey, if you're going to see a celly for a goal, that was one you want to see it for.
And I'm sure Team Miller would love Cuffatelli to join their squad full-time going into the playoffs. He's been showing off the skill. He's been a defenseman that activates offensively and showing off the goal scoring as well.
And that's what you want to see from your defenseman, especially with that speed and agility he has. It's good to see that he can get things going. As a big hit there at center ice. Players going down, and we're going to have a delayed penalty there.
Tyransky didn't like that shoulder that Donahue threw into him, and right when he got up, he put a little cross-check into the back of the high back of Donahue, so I'm assuming both of them will go here.
Tyransky and Donahue both heading over to the bench, so it looks like we're going to go back to another 4v4 situation.
I haven't seen a call since the beginning of the second period. It settled down, but that one just a kind of standing shoulder that Donahue threw in, and then the retaliation by Tyransky, so both of them gone. And instead of 4-on-4, looks like we're just going to stick to 5-on-5 with offsetting penalties.
Yep, so both players just going to have to take a seat, but we'll keep it at 5v5. Again, the only times you really see those 4v4 scenarios in Michigan Elite Hockey, like when we saw before, when there were just so many penalties. We had the major penalty, a lot happening at once at the end of the first there. And here comes Ethan Haley, also a new player. This week he'll send the puck back. He goes down hard into the boards. Big push there. He's gets up, shakes it off.
And they're going to get kicked out for that one, even though the sportsmanship there from Haley, just giving him a little pat saying, hey, it's okay, it's all good. It was a big hit, but, you know, it's okay. Haley's going to skate it off, but Cattell's sitting in the box. So another stacking of the penalties here in the third period.
Yeah, Cattell will go to sit, so now Team Slater will get a power play opportunity with two players sitting again, those offsetting penalties, but good to see Haley get back up from that one. A big hit, he was able to shake it off okay, but that one was going to be called. And we've seen a few of those. you always want to see big hits. You want to see aggression come out. You see those enforcer players, but you also don't want to see players getting hurt. So these things are going to get called, and you don't want players getting comfortable with taking hits like that because those can be dangerous. And even though this is a summer league, we don't want people getting hurt.
Going into playoffs, you want to be at full strength to win the Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns Championship, and referees control the game to try to do so. Definitely call in a number of penalties today, rightfully so.
Herrera to Gorsling. Gorsling sending that one across for Maxfield. That puck sent in, goes just wide. Maxfield fighting for it in the corner. Maxfield still with the puck on top of the left circle. Sends that one to Herrera. Herrera fires a shot, goes just wide. Giroux gets it back in the corner. Pass up to Gorsline. Gorsline firing a shot, and that one saved by the glove of Richard Laporte. A minute gone in the power play for Team Slater, but they're still up 6-3, so not too much to worry about. They've definitely got their fair share of goals and for sure won't be slowing down in the last 15 of this one.
Gorsline with that last opportunity for his squad. I like the timing of the shot. He's from the point. He's not going to get a grade A chance from all the way out there, but he puts it on net right when his two forwards are crashing on the goaltender. Luckily for Team Miller, no goal score or no rebound given up, but a good chance.
Shot fired there from Halley. Herrera from his knees gets the pass to Boomauer. Boomauer wrapping it around for Ethan Halley. Halley almost losing that one, and now here's a shorthanded opportunity. Cuffatelli, who had the last goal, slows it down, sends it back to McLeish. T. Miller not looking to press anything, just trying to kill off some time. Cuffatelli picking it up on the red line, trying to go through defenders. Bozak picks it up. Bozak fighting off Dowd. Dowd secures that puck, just poked away by Giroux. Dowd still fighting for it with Giroux. He'll leave it behind. Giroux will pick it up. 5 seconds to go, so no scoring efforts there on the penalty kill, but a great job by Team Miller just to kill off time and not let Team Slater get any shots off. But back to 5v5, a shot coming right there. Goes just wide.
It should have been back to 5-on-5, but now the fifth skater coming back out for Team Miller. Just a little bit of miscommunication coming off the power play, or the penalty kill, I should say.
McLeish bringing that one into his own, but it goes right back the other way. Aiden Herrera pushing it up the ice. Herrera to Hillebrand. Hillebrand firing a shot. That one saved off the skate of Laporte. Gaber to Hillebrand. Hillebrand leaving that one in the slot. No defenders there. Dawson will have to chase back after it. Dawson up to Herrera. Herrera flipping it forward for Lippert. Lippert with just a small poke over to Hillebrand. Hillebrand will have that one poke checked away by McLeish. Cooper Dillon picking it right back up. Alvarado off the boards to McLeish. McLeish with a long cross-ice pass, and that one taken right away. Now here's Hillebrand. An opportunity for him. He's going to go try to just poke that one in right past the post. Alvarado picks it up. He's going to have to fight Herrera, who came in with a lot of speed. Yee trying to take it up the ice. Has it taken away by Harwood. Alvarado keeps it in. Hillebrand pushes it right back out. Yee from the circle sends it back to Wilkerson deep in his own zone. Harwood sending it in and wrapping it around the boards. This Team Slater gets fresh set of skaters. Alvarado bringing that puck forward out of his own zone. Alvarado losing it momentarily to Maxfield. Puck gets sent back out into neutral ice. Wilkerson pushing that one up for Andrew Seeding. Seeding having to fight off Sinkowitz. Sinkowitz putting in the battle, and Gorsline's going to just poke that one away. Gorsline sending that one in wide. Sinkowitz takes a sharp turn around the goal just to get that one out. Sinkowitz still fighting for it in the corner. Alvarado picks that puck up. Alvarado off the boards, clearing it out of the zone. Ulmer will retrieve on the red line, sending it back for Giroux. Giroux with a pass off the boards. He'll go back and take it himself, fighting off Alvarado. Giroux still with it. Puck gets left behind him. Sinkowitz is there. Gorsline picking it up. Gorsline with a pass up to Maxfield on the blue line. Maxfield Looks to take the shot, holds it back, wait, finds a better angle. That one goes wide. Ulmer sends that puck forward. Picked up by Gage Maxfield. Maxfield fighting off defenders. Ulmer comes to help him. Alvarado and Yang both in there to fight for it. Maxfield comes away with it. Maxfield in the slot. He'll fire it. That one blocked by Van Alstyne. Maxfield gets some rebound, pushes it forward for Giroux. Giroux dumps it back in. Wilkerson finds it, sends it up to Van Alstyne. Van Alstyne trying to sweep that one out and just kept in on the blue line was Giroux.
Team Miller
Gorsline.
can't clear right now. This is rough.
Gorsline to Giroux. Back to Gorsline on the right circle. Maxfield was trying to call for it, looking for that hat trick. Was blocked. That puck going sliding in. Laporte has to dive over to make that save, and Team Miller finally gets a clear. Yang will go fight Maxfield with it behind the net. Yang pass up to Cattell. Cattell firing a shot. That one blocked by Giroux. That puck getting left out in some open ice. And Gage Maxfield will take it. Fighting off Cuffatelli. Maxfield and Cuffatelli shoving a little bit there. You can see how hungry Maxfield is for that hat trick after those 2 quick goals. Under 10 to play. Puck getting sent all the way back to Laporte. He'll just poke it out for Yee, who will pick it up, take it around the net. Sending a pass up. Costly turnover, but a great job by Cuffatelli to get a stick in there before any shots could go. Cuffatelli and Bozak in the corner. Bit of a stall on the ice as the puck is tangled up. A shot sent in. That one goes wide. Picked up by Team Miller. Andrew Sighting coming down with a lot of speed, and that one just gets out in front of him, and Herrera's there to pick it right back up. Dawson with the puck, pushing the other way. Boomauer gets around Cuffatelli. Boomauer firing a shot goes wide. Cooper Dillon's there. Boomauer meets him on the boards. Everett Bozak finding that puck, taking it around. He'll leave it behind him. McLeish sending it up. Van Alstyne trying to get it across to Dillon. It's just hit off Harwood. He'll keep it in, but McLeish picking it right back up. Cuffatelli up to Dillon, goes off the board. Dillon's able to just try to get that one in, but Herrera's there to keep control of the puck.
Team Miller down by 3 goals. They want the next goal in this one, but it's been all Team Slater so far in this third.
Dawson going down, but gets the pass up to Lippert. Right there to Gaber. Gaber firing a shot. What a save from Laporte. Sprawling out on the ice to stop that puck.
Huge save.
Now here's a breakaway opportunity. Herrera coming in. Just try to help Dawson as that shot from Cade Dow goes wide. Under 8 minutes to play. Herrera with the puck, you hear. Coach Slater yelling for his players to get open on the ice, help Herrera out. He will find Gaber. Gaber to Hillebrand. Hillebrand firing a shot, looking for the top corner. That one goes above the head of Laporte. Kept in by Harwood.
And this is where the fatigue for Team Miller is coming into play. They started off with only 5 players on their bench. Now they have 7, but it's not helping much.
McLeish with the puck behind the net. Harwood there to fight Van Alstyne. Van Alstyne goes down. Gaber keeps it in, only briefly. Yang pushes that one forward for McLeish. McLeish almost loses that puck to Lippert, but it'll keep control going through defenders. That one's going to skitter toward Ward before it can even get his stick. It'll be hit out by Hillebrand. Alvarado taking it back. Alvarado loses that one to Gorsline. Gorsline fighting off Alvarado. Yang finds the puck. Sending across for Alvarado quickly. Just tipped off his stick, and Lippert gets there in time.
And you could see the movement just isn't there for Team Miller. They're kind of standing around waiting for the play to come to them instead of skating themselves open. I definitely feel like that fatigue is in play here in this third.
Sinkowitz to Ulmer. Maxfield sending it back for Sinkowitz. Puck gets pushed forward, and there's Donahue going through defenders, looking for that hat trick. He'll try on the rebound of his own shot and just poked away. Alvarado wrapping that one around the board. Sinkowitz gets there first. Sinkowitz right on the blue line, sends it back for Ulmer. Alvarado pushes it up to Dillon, just gets past him. Sinkowitz will go to retrieve. 5:40 to go. Team Slater leading 6-3. Is that puck getting sent in toward Ward? It'll just hit off his stick. Donahue pushing up the ice. Donahue just trying to poke that one in. Maxfield's there, both looking for hat tricks, but Donahue's going to make the save.
And this is the last week of regulation here for the Young Guns. And you're probably wondering, what does this game mean for next week for playoffs? Well, Team Slater, they're 5-0, looking to go 6-0. They've locked up that #1 spot, but Team Miller, they want this win because if they don't win, and the later on game between Team Posa and Sherry, if Posa wins that, Team Miller could fall into that 4th slot and face Slater in the first round, which will be 1 versus 4 next week. So you do not want to be that #4 seed to take on the #1 seed of Slater in the first week of playoffs next week.
Herrera sends that one bouncing toward Laporte. He'll poke it away. Under 5 to play. Dowd coming in the zone, fighting off Dawson. Dawson and Herrera fighting off Dowd and Cattell in the corner behind their own net. And Herrera comes away with it, and there's that trademark speed from Aiden Herrera just racing down the ice. Leaves it back for Ethan Halley. Halley fires it, and puck doesn't go anywhere, but his stick head goes flying as that one will snap off the shot.
Good shot if he was shooting the tip of his stick, not the puck, unfortunately.
Boomauer taking down Cuffatelli there, but Team Miller coming the other way. Cattell firing in a shot, that one blocked by Giroux. He's taken quite a few blocks tonight. Ankles might be hurting after this one. Siding just dancing on the blue line, trying to keep that one in the zone. Giroux trying to poke it away. And on the second attempt, he will get it. Hit up on the boards by Seeding. Herrera wrapping it around the boards. Gaber's there to meet it. Puck getting sent out into open ice, and just before it crossed the blue line, Cuffatelli finds it. It'll get poked back, but Cuffatelli still with possession. Cuffatelli breaking in, trying to take it for himself once again, and that one saved off the pads of Ward. 3:30 to go.
We'll keep an eye on Laporte. He's still in net right now, so no extra skater on for Team Miller, but they're down 3, and this game means a lot.
McLeish just kind of slipping up there as he heads to the blue line, but he keeps control. Cuffatelli firing in a shot, and a great job by Hillebrand to slap that one away for any rebound opportunities could be made. Herrera with the puck. Herrera to Hillebrand. Hillebrand just pokes that one forward. Team Slater's going to go off for a change, everyone except Gaber. And now Gaber heading off. Coach Chris Slater clearly has a plan. And that top line's out. If you want to score a goal, that's the line to call for. Gorsling firing the puck in there. McLeish tried to go for a hit after. Gorsling stayed standing. McLeish did not.
Gorsline, 6'2", 210. I was standing next to him at halftime. I said, "Wow, you're definitely taller than me. That's a big body." And he's just throwing a shoulder over there to McLeish, who falls down. But this top line, we've said it once, we'll say it again. Maxfield, Donahue, and Gorsline, they've been all over the ice. I can't even add as many points as they got right now, but they're willing this team to an undefeated regular season.
Combined 7 points between the three of them.
Ooh.
Added it up while you were talking. I wanted to know. So it
That's
combined
teamwork.
7 points. 2 goals for Donahue, 2 for Maxfield. Donahue with an assist and Gorsline with 2. All 3 of them producing. Here comes Gorsline once again, pushing it up for Maxfield. Maxfield trying to get past Alvarado. Puck left out in front. Alvarado and Maxfield kind of pushing, shoving back and forth. Puck gets sent back, just goes wide. Sinkowitz with the puck behind the net. We're at the 2-minute mark in this game. And Team Miller just can't find any offensive momentum. Team Slater all over the puck and looking to go 6-0 heading in to the 2 weeks of postseason. We have Michigan Elite Hockey.
So if you're Team Miller, it looks like you're not going to be able to come back in this one. I'll put the odds against them. Next game versus Team Posa and Team Sherry. They're going to want Team Sherry to win to keep Posa on that one win they've got on the season, because if they do, that means Team Posa will match up against Team Slater week 1 in that 1 versus 4, and the 2 versus 3 would be Sherry versus Miller. So we'll see if that's what comes out after the exciting week 6 we got here in Young Guns.
He is breaking into the zone, but taken away by Team Slater. 1:15 to go. Hallie putting his body on the line there against Seating. Taken away by Bozak. Bozak coming in. Fighting off Alvarado. Getting tied up with Alvarado. Puck gets in the corner. Boomhour's there. Back to Bozak. Bozak trying to get that one off the backhand. He can't. Hallie fighting Wilkerson. Under a minute to play. Boomhour fighting off defenders left and right. Big body on the ice. Gets tangled up with Seating. Seating will send that one back for Alvarado. Alvarado will get possession. Send that one out to neutral ice. It looks like we're going to have a hooking call there. So in the final 28 seconds, have a penalty called. We'll see what they do. We've seen some scenarios where they just let them play 5v5, and it does not look like that's what's going to be happening. So Team Slater will end this one on a penalty kill. With 2 shorthanded goals, I don't think they should be too worried in these next 28 seconds.
They've done well on the penalty kill. 2 shorthanded goals in 1 game.
Tell to Dowd. Dowd got that one on a stick and then just waited a little too long. Ulmer was able to get in there. That one almost cleared by Dawson, picked up by Cattell. Dawson then able to clear that one. 8 seconds left in the game. Will get sent to Laporte. Maybe one more opportunity, but Laporte going to be a little slow, handle it. And time will expire there. Team Slater staying perfect, 6-0 with the 6-3 victory. Team Miller, good effort. They'd come into this game with 2 back-to-back wins. Obviously, Team Slater, a lot of back-to-back wins. When Team Miller was just looking to capitalize on their momentum, played well, but Team Slater, so hard to beat. Top-notch scoring, great defensive play, great goaltending in the back. They've really got it all going into this postseason. They should feel very good.
They've got it all, and they've got a perfect 6-0 record on the regular season. And give credit to that 4-0 lead they jumped out on. If they didn't get that 4-0 lead, this one would have been neck and neck from, the start of the game on. But because of that 4-0 lead, they were able to hold on. Team Miller battled back for a bit, made it a 2-goal deficit themselves, and then it was Team Slater jumping out to 6-2, and we end at 6-3. So congratulations to Chris Slater's squad, grabbing that #1 seed in the playoffs and going undefeated.
We'll have our second game coming up, as a reminder, 8:45, not directly after, but make sure you stay tuned. We'll have Alex Gorsline up here with me in the box to chat a bit post-game, and we'll get you off. You've been watching Michigan Elite Hockey. Welcome back up here to the booth. Team Slater staying perfect 6-0. I'm up here with Alex Gorsline. Alex, your top line, you guys had a combined 7 points today. You had 2 assists. You're leading all the Young Guns in assists today. What's really been working between the 3 of you?
Honestly, coach switched up the line. He put Dohane on our line. He's a beauty. I just find him backdoor every time. So gross.
Yeah, that first goal definitely real nice there, and you guys you really just kept coming. What's been the conversation you've had with coach? He's very vocal there on the bench for you guys, so what are kind of the things he's been walking you through, especially when Team Miller started to fight their way back in that one a little bit?
He just wanted us to keep the foot on the pedal. I'll quote this. He told us to just keep hammering. You know, we got him on the ground, so just keep hammering, don't let up. That's what we did. That's how we found the win.
Anything he said to you guys about the aggression that came out a little bit more in this game?
He loved it. I think he feeds off of that so well. It was great.
And then you take this big win. You take staying 6-0, staying perfect in the regular season. Next week's the start of playoffs. How's the mentality going into that? You guys obviously have a lot of momentum, just keeping the foot on pedal.
Yeah, we're just so dialed. We're ready to win the league.
All right, awesome. Well, I wish you luck with that, Alex. Thanks so much for joining up here, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.